Yes, and welcome back to another episode with me, Luke. So I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I'm a little bit late, I do apologise. Usually I do my videos in the morning or over lunchtime. But yeah, it's just been one of those days, a busy day, but I'm happy to get a video out as fast as possible for this for today. It's the 12th of February, and you've probably seen Bitcoin absolutely tearing it up. Altcoins as well, moving up. Some of them are up 80-90%, almost 100% over the month, 150. Some of the lower cap coins, the micro caps, 200-300%. For the year, it's been also fantastic as well. So a great start to the week. Bitcoin continues to soar up, and if you've been following me over the past week or so, I have been talking about this bullish pennant pattern in several videos now. We looked at this, we drew this together, and it is smashing it right now. It literally is going up in a straight line. I do expect at some point to have a pullback, but when we look at the technicals now, if you've been following me again in the videos, I've been also talking about a pullback. It's just a gut feeling that we're going to have this pullback. So I didn't trade this, so I've missed out on this, and I'm not going to jump into a trade right now. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But when you do take this bullish pennant pattern into consideration, again, it's all the technicals. It's right here for you. You can see this. You can go back to my previous videos explaining the bullish pennant. If you want me to explain in more detail about these patterns or how I find them, then just leave your comments in the comments section below, and I'll be happy to talk about that. So it's just some basic TA, guys. That's all it is, and as you can see, I mean, it is what it is. So the target for this bullish pennant pattern is all the way here at $60,000 per Bitcoin. So we're about $10,000 away from this pattern. Are we going to continue up in a straight line? Personally, no, I don't think so. I think at some point we're going to have this pullback. If we just scroll out, I mean, you can clearly see here we've got resistance here and key resistance here. So around this area here, and we are approaching it right now. So that's like 51,000 to 52,000. So let's just put a marker in here, and we'll highlight it in red. Not that, like that. Let's highlight this in red. There we go. So yeah, we're approaching some key resistance. There's not a lot of resistance because Bitcoin hasn't really been up at those prices before, except the last all-time high, of course, the double top that we had. So if we do pump past the $52,000 level with a lot of volume, then I mean that 60k mark is most likely going to get hit. And what's interesting is that $60,000 mark is some nice resistance. Is pretty much the top. Okay, technically not the top, but when we reverse back down for the first out of these the double top that we had, we've got some key resistance here at 60k, 59,992. I mean, it's smack bang on the target here for this bullish pennant pattern. So just be careful if you're FOMOing in right now. If you think we're going to go straight to 60k, that's how a lot of people get absolutely wrecked. They see this and then it just reverses. We have this pullback, and then we might hit that 52k. We come back down, retest, I don't know, maybe around the 46,000. I'm just looking at past resistance here at 46,900. We've got some key resistance here, which will turn into, support, not resistance. So this will be support. And then, yeah, we'll see if we get that bounce higher. So just be careful if you're thinking of jumping into a long right now. Tomorrow, maybe middle or end of this week, we could see this rejection at the 52k, 51,000 and a half level. Another thing that I'm looking at as well, let me just get rid of all these, there we go. So let's just keep this resistance here, keep it in red. So yeah, so if I just zoom in, I was looking at the Bollinger Bands on the weekly, and as you can see, we're just about to touch the top of it, and for the daily we are above it. So it's very rare that we stay above it for a long time, for a longer period of time. So just be aware of that again if you're trading. So for me, we're probably going to see a reversal any moment now. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do come up and touch this 51,500, 52k, and then we come back down into the middle of the Bollinger Band before we go that leg up higher. So the key takeaway from this, it's fantastic to see Bitcoin exploding. It's been pretty boring over the last couple of weeks, several weeks in fact. We've just been going sideways. So to get that last week's pump into this week, it's phenomenal. It's fantastic to see how fast. I mean, just back in September, less than 6 months ago, Bitcoin was at $25,000. So we've done a 2x in less than 6 months, which is phenomenal. And if you think about it, long term, we are a 2x away, just a 2x away from our 6-figure Bitcoin, that $100,000 level, which I've been talking about quite often on this channel, and other YouTubers, crypto influencers also. So for sure, Bitcoin is going to go up to that 6-figure figure, maybe at the end of this year, if not definitely into next year. That's for sure. So we're going to see that very, very soon. It's going to come around very quick. So again, another message for those, again, none of this is financial advice, of course. You've got to do your own research like I do. And yeah, it's just for educational purposes only. I've put that also in the description below. So that's pretty much it for excuse me, for Bitcoin for today. Looking at that we're now just a 2x away from that 6-figure Bitcoin. We've already done a 2x over the last 6 months, and it's looking pretty good in Bitcoin. So what next? So basically, if we do have a breather in Bitcoin, if we do hit that $52,000 level, or if we just pump straight past it to 60k, then Bitcoin leads the way. We've had this epic pump. Let's see what happens if we do pump past that 52k, and then you have to expect the altcoins in the next 2-3 weeks. Altcoins are going to absolutely fly. So if you want to get into your altcoin positions, into AI, into gaming, into DeFi, NFTs, whatever you're interested in, then yeah, over the next 2-3 weeks, altcoins are going to absolutely fly. That's what usually happens when Bitcoin takes its breather, because people, they take their profits, they think of the next layer down, the top 20, the top 30, the top 100, and then they gamble their money. They want to go to micro caps. They made a killing in Bitcoin, so they just throw a load of money into those micro caps. So altcoins are doing well now, but they will most likely absolutely fly over the next 2-3 weeks, maybe a month or so. But again, just a word of caution, I am expecting, like I said last week, it's just a gut feeling before that halving, or maybe on the halving, we're going to see a huge, I'm not going to call it a rejection, yeah, we're going to probably go down. I've been saying 30k. Some people I've been talking to expecting back into the lower 20s, but we most likely, maybe manipulation or whatever, I'm still expecting to have that giant pullback around the halving. Be interesting if it's exactly on the halving or at some point in March. So just be careful. Don't FOMO into anything. That's how you get wrecked, and just make sure you do your research, and patience is key. in crypto. Again, if there's anything else to take from that, patience is a vital aspect to have in when you're trading or investing in cryptocurrency. So thanks guys and girls for watching. Make sure to smash up the like button if you haven't done so. Hit that bell notification as well to keep you up to date with the videos that I try and publish each and every day. And also I have a link to my Twitter. I'm trying to think what else. I have a link to Bybit if you want to trade, and Bitflex as well in the description below. So have a great evening wherever you are, and I will see you next time with another video.